Hello guys, this is Roy from Arena Mini 4-Wheel Drive Club, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And for this video, I would like to show you, there's some friends is asking me how I make this body dampers. So for this type of body damper, so today I'm going to make the video and show you how to make that kind of a body dampers. So what you need is, first, of course, you need the MS brake, and the second you need is the popsicle. And for the popsicle, here I'm using the popsicle, but you can using something like the Foley cow plate, or even though any kind of the plate that you think you want to use it. It doesn't really have to be a popsicle, so it's up to you. And then next will be the catcher, but just any pieces, as long as it's enough long enough for you to use, and that'll be good. And also like some spacer, screw, nuts, those I'm not going to show here, so you will see when in the video. Alright, so let's start with the video. Let's go. Okay, so here for the MS brake, actually we just need these pieces, and also this short shaft, and also this rubber tube. So all others you can save for something else. Let me give you an example. So for this one, this brake, this two, there's 4 pieces, and those 4 you can using for 13mm stabilizer. And this one you can using for if you want make something for the extensions, then you can use that. Okay, and there it comes with the brake and the sponge. So those we can save for something else. For example, of course, you can use it in a brake. And also it comes with a shaft. So here we have a spare shaft. Great. And then there's of course some nuts, regular nuts, screws, and washers. Okay, but today we're only gonna using this and the other stuff. Okay, so let's start with the video. Let's go. Okay, so first we're gonna work on the MS brake, the pieces that we took from the MS brake. So we gonna install that on the popsicle. You can see the center, there's a hole, so I'm using the 2.0mm hand drill, and to make the hole bigger and just big enough for us to use it. Okay, then we put the screw at the bottom from the popsicle. Then we're gonna screw from the, like, we're gonna tighten the screw from the bottom and tie it to the this MS brake. Okay. Okay, so here you can see the screws is getting tight, but one thing you have to remember, when you tighten the screw, don't make it too tight. Okay, just tight enough is good. And place this brake piece is evenly. Okay, now it looks pretty even. And then we are going to using the hand drill, and we're gonna drill the 2 holes on the popsicle, and by using the MS brake that comes with the 2 holes already, so we're gonna drill exactly same hole on the popsicle, but here we're just gonna leave a mark on the popsicle. So after we take off the screws, then you can see there's a marks on the popsicle. Okay, you can see the hole for the marks that we leave. We just marked it, and here we are going to using the tools that I have, the Tamiya drill. Then I'm gonna using that to drill a hole on the popsicle. Okay, so when you drill the hole, please try to make it slowly. Like, don't be too rushed, because otherwise if the hole getting too big, then that's not good. And then we're gonna cut the popsicle just like this, and then now we're gonna install our MS brakes on the popsicle. Okay, so here we just put the spring washers and put the screws and spring washers, then just tighten it up like that. Okay, and here you can see we have the two popsicle that we are going to using for our the body damper arm. So what we do, we just place the MS brakes, that pieces we just made, then we put the popsicle on the car, and then we're just gonna mark how long that we need. So basically this is just, for this one we only need half of the popsicle. Okay, so right now we just need to cut it in half. Okay, okay, so after we cut it, then we're gonna do the next. So next what we're gonna do, we just gonna install the arm on that front pieces. So here what we're gonna use, we're gonna using the shaft, and there's the rubber tube that came with the package. So we just cut two small pieces from the rubber tube, and also there is some spacers that we need. Actually we need 3 of the 3mm, 2 of the 6mm. So here you can see here I install a rubber tube on one side, then I push the shaft into the hole, then I'm going to install the arm first. Okay, then I put a 3mm, 6mm, sorry, and then another 3mm. So here you can see I put it like this. Okay, on one side, but so the 3mm is at the center. On the other side we're still gonna put the 6mm, 3mm, and then the popsicle arm. Okay, so here we can test it after we install it. And for over here now, I'm going to install uh, for the rubber tube that we just put, we better using the crazy glue a little bit and apply on the rubber tube on the both side, because this way when your car is running on the track, and so you won't be getting loose cause the vibration comes from the car. So that way you can you can be safe when your car is running on the track, then you don't have to worry about the tube getting loose. Okay, and now we're gonna place that arm, the front part, on the chassis, and here we're gonna adjust the space and the position that we going to install the body damper. And also we can choose the hitting spot, that where we want to hit, and to make sure it's hit at the right position. So we just put the popsicle on top and measure the size and see how far that we want to do with. And here we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the popsicle at the center, and to make the arm and the body damper, the center pieces can connect it together. And here I just marked the same size, like the same position for the arm. Then we're gonna do a little bit cutting on the center part, then you'll be able to connect both arm and this pieces together. Okay, so as you can see here, it has been connected together. And then I'm gonna put it back on the car and try see is that fit and is that on the right spot. And also after that we're gonna take a look at it, see how it works. Looks good. And here we're gonna apply a little bit crazy glue, just a little bit on both sides, and before it dry it out, then we just adjust it before it dry. And here now it's been away for a little bit, and the crazy glue has been dry already, so we gonna check how it works. And as you can see, this body damper, it can open all the way to the other side, like this big angles. So this is what I was talking about at the body damper quick review and compare videos. Says about we're gonna do the catchers. That's the place we have to using the catchers. And here we're gonna reinforce, make the connecting point much more stronger. So here we're gonna using the carbon powder that I have been collect all the time. Every time when I cut the carbons, you can see those on the papers. That's what I'm collecting. So here I'm gonna get ready to apply a little bit carbon powder. So here we're gonna put the crazy glues on it first, on the connecting point, and then at the back as well, make sure everywhere has crazy glued. And then we're gonna put the carbon powders on the connecting point, and just make sure all the connecting point has been covered by the carbon powder. Okay, so after you put the carbon powder, you just hit the arm and just make the extra pieces drop back to the bottles. And here you can see how it looks like. Okay, then we're gonna do the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna do on the top the same thing, procedure, everything same. We're just gonna do it all over again on both sides. Okay, so here you can see everything, all the connecting points has been covered and the support by the carbon powders. So this can make our body damper getting much more stronger. So here we're just gonna do another test and see how is the movement, how it works. Okay, so here we are going to install the screws. So you can see there's two different holes, but for the MS, because the gear cover is a little bit high, so we're gonna install at the front holes, and we're gonna put the screws over there, and so this way we won't get blocked by the gear cover. Okay, so we're just gonna put regular knots on it and gonna tighten it up, but remember, don't make it too tight. Just tight enough, because otherwise you make it too tight, then your movement will get stuck. Okay, so now we are going to install the catcher. So you just tighten the catcher on the center hole that we just drilled at the front part, and then we just put these pieces under the center part. So then you are basically 80% complete already. And don't forget, apply a little bit crazy glue on the side that we just using the nuts to tie the screws, and just apply a little bit. Okay, and that just make sure the nuts won't get loose. Okay, and then we just put it back on the car and see how it works. Okay, so you can see it works pretty well, and then we're just gonna tighten it up and see how it works after we tighten it up. Okay, and here I have been installed even though the damper is already, so you can see you can make the damper is hanging over there, and also by this kind of a setup it can soften the impact to the maximum, And also, you don't really need the o-ring. You don't have to worry about the o-ring, so this way you don't have to worry about every time you have to take off the o-ring, and you don't have to remember you have to put the o-ring on before you race. All right, so this is how it works, and hopefully it can help you guys. If you guys want to try this kind of a setup, please try it. And also, if you want to make it fits your car more, then you can do something like on the battery cover, that part you can trim it a little bit, so you can trim the shape as same as your body. Like for example, this one I do a little bit trimmings on it, and to make sure it fits on my car. So it's up to you. You can choose to do it or not. Okay, so hopefully it really helps you guys. Okay, oops. Okay, so this is today's video, and if you have any question or comment, please leave your question and comment at the bottom. I will reply to you as soon as possible. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Don't forget to press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will know it right away. Thank you. I'll see you next time.